Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
And we are wishing you a happy Wednesday as we are now approaching the 5th day of April. I'm Dustin Staples. We do appreciate your company. Thank you for making time to joining us when you could be doing other things, but you are deciding to sit down, or maybe if you're on the go watching us on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/BTW21News. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of our live events. Of course, we've been showcasing you some wrestling that's been happening in the past weekend or two, and of course, I think there's some more possibly scheduled in the distant future. So be sure to watch Table Talk with Chad Hall. A shout out to him, of course, as he's been talking to those individuals. And again, you can go back and watch those on our YouTube channel. We've got the entire match available if you want to watch some wrestling again in Stewart, just outside of Martinsville, Henry County. For those who are not interested in that, do know we do have the race coming up next weekend. Of course, the Martinsville Speedway will be doing its annual spring race. Once again, we'll have more coming up about that as we get closer to the next Friday and going into the weekend. Of course, we got the truck race and again the NASCAR Series race as well. Typically, this is the beginning to wrap up the season. Every time when the race does come to Martinsville, we're either approaching the end of the season or kind of right in the middle of it. But again, we are now approaching either the ending of this or the middle of it. So other than that, get ready to gear up your race fans, and we will welcome you to town next weekend as well. Now, this weekend's Easter, so we have a very busy weekend already going on across many of our hometowns. If you're doing stuff today, though, it's been warm. Now, to say the least, it's been feeling more like May than it has April. We're going to see those clouds begin to thicken and increase for us overnight tonight, as we do have a chance of some unsettled weather moving in our direction. So again, today's been kind of mainly overcast. We've had some breaks in the sun throughout the afternoon, but other than that, things have just been more like summer, early summer weather than it has springtime as well. But again, do expect these up and down temperature fluctuations as expected as we are approaching the transition month, going from, recently just going into spring and then summer-like weather. Hey, look at our lows, though. Temperatures are going to be in the 50s tonight. Actually, I shall say the 60s, not the 50s for us. We're going to have some mild weather moving in tonight. We'll see clouds increasing once again, relatively warm. So tomorrow morning, the kids won't necessarily need a jacket or a thick coat. They will need a rain jacket or a poncho or umbrella with them tomorrow. So make sure, of course, you're heading off to work, you throw the umbrella in the back of the back seat. Make sure the kids bring their rain jackets with them in the morning, because they'll definitely need them maybe later in the day as well. So not a good day to be doing anything. Kind of recess is going to be iffy depending on how long and when the rain does come in. But other than that, do expect a very mild start to the day, and these temperatures are just going to remain really warm, to say the least, tomorrow. Again, we're running about almost 20 degrees now above where we should be for this time of the year. Bada bing, bada boom. Yes, lightning and possibility of some thunderstorms are moving in here. I've asterisked this, the potential for that. We're going to see maybe some gusty winds resulting in some of these storm systems. Now, what's going to be happening with this, we've got a front that's going to begin to stall and kind of not go anywhere for the next several days, and it's going to prompt possibly some afternoon showers and thunderstorms for us. With enough heat and instability in the atmosphere for tomorrow, we're going to be already guaranteed to see a high chance of some form of thunderstorm for us. Look at these high 70s here for Ararat, Woolwine, Patrick Springs, Patrick County. They're coming in Stewart, 73, 78.5 there in Martinsville, 75 Oak Low, 78, Martinsville 80, and Ridgeway. Make your way towards Rocky Mount, Boone's Mill Fair. I'm coming in the mid-70s for you all. So on top of this, the humidity is already going to be there, and again, the instability is also going to be running around higher in the atmosphere. So clouds will start the day in the morning, and then again we may see some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, with the potential for any storm that does develop may have some gusty winds and some small pea-sized hail possible moving in with that tomorrow. So I don't want you to be caught off guard thinking that, oh, we're just going to see a regular summer afternoon with hot conditions. But on top of that, no, we are going to see with the warm air in place, and again that instability could fire some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Most likely these storms are going to remain near the dinner hour, early afternoon dinner hour as well. So those heading off of work or any afternoon activities, just do know and expect to see the potential for some showers and storms moving on in tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm getting a 3 out of 10, just because, we're going to start pretty mild to begin the morning, and then we'll see those showers and storms moving in later in the afternoon. So again, a typical summertime pattern, a pop and go thunderstorm event for us, with the exception of those potential for gusty winds and maybe some pea-sized hail either as well. Here's a look at the next outlook as we make your way towards the next several weeks. Do expect to see warmer weather, indefinite, for moving on in as well. Our friends to the west are still seeing snow out towards California and Oregon at higher terrain mountains as well. I told you this last week. Maybe you're going to go snowboarding or go skiing. You're going to have to go out west because they have had more snow than they can handle for the past 2.5 months. Of course, that atmospheric river is also prompting a lot of that rain and flooding concerns out there as well. And yes, majority of the lower half or Midwest to the eastern plain states, eastern coast, are expected to remain at or just above average as we make your way towards mid-month right now. So this is likely a big likelihood of definite for sure. Now, on top of the warm weather, we're going to see those rain chances as well, and maybe some thunderstorms mixed in with that as we do get closer to earlier to mid-month as well. So right now, Easter is looking pretty okay for Saturday, Sunday. Saturday is going to be looking the wettest days. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s, but again, Sunday will be probably a okay day later in the afternoon, as our temperatures are going to warm up in the 40s in the morning for Easter Sunday. And then as you make your way later in the afternoon, we will begin to see those warm temperatures and also those clouds begin to break up, so you can get some of your Easter festivities and things of that nature. So early sunrise services for Sunday, we may see some early showers, but it's going to be chilly as our lows will be dipping into the 40s and upper 30s for many of our areas. So get ready to have a light jacket over those dresses. And I know a lot of the kids want to make sure you're getting your pop of color on for sure. So maybe they're running a little mini suits or popping the polo in the khakis. Remember, don't pop the polo obviously, but if you're wearing the polo and the khakis as well to church on Sunday morning for the little kids, let them know that you're going to need a light jacket over that. By early afternoon, things will begin to clear out, and hopefully we'll have some beautiful conditions as you're doing any Easter festivities as well. But again, we'll see mild and extremely muggy, almost muggy conditions. This is kind of unheard of. Here we are in early April, already talking about summer-like weather. What does the summer entail? I don't know. But anyway, we'll see chance of showers and storms late in the day tomorrow for your Thursday, remaining warm and humid at times. So again, the main concern for Thursday will possibly those gusty winds and possibly a little bit of some hail that could be localized in nature on that as well. So don't get thrown off if you're coming from work or school tomorrow afternoon. If you're doing traveling throughout the day, you may run into some thunderstorms. But again, most of the thunderstorm activity will look like moving in between 2, 3, and maybe lasting as late as 7, 8 o'clock in some of our hometowns as well. Y'all take care. We'll have a lot more coming up right after this.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.